Welcome back. It's Friday, March 27th. I'm going to bring you the Nova Fitness workout of the day. I'm Matt.
Katie.
And today's workout is going to be 2 14-minute EMOMs. Before we get into the details of that, Coach Katie's going to warm us up.
Alright guys, our warm-up today is 8-minute AMRAP. Matt's going to walk you through the 4 different movements you're going to be doing for 8 minutes. First is our penguin hops. Matt's going to jump up nice and tall on his toes, and he's going to double tap each time he's fully extended in the air. He's going to do 10 penguin hops. After that, he's going to switch into his alternating jumping lunges. He's going to complete 10 total. Take your time with these if you want to really feel a stretch, or you can go as fast as you want, making sure your hip extends fully at the top. After that, we're going to go into 5 each leg, single leg Romanian deadlift. So Matt's going to step 1 foot forward as his anchor, and he's going to drive that other leg back to feel that stretch in his hamstring. After that, our last movement is 10 plank up and down. So Matt's going to start in a nice tall plank position, and then he's going to walk himself down onto his forearms. Up and down counts as 1. You're going to do 10 of those. Once you complete 10 of those, you're going to go back to the top, starting with your penguin hops. Once you go through this for 8 minutes, you're going to be able to start your workout, which Matt is going to explain in just a minute.
Okay, so in today we're going to have 2 14-minute EMOMs. We're going to go over the first EMOM together, and then we'll do the second one after. So in minute 1 of EMOM 1, we have 2 movements. One being a front squat variation, and then one being some rapid plate hops. So whether you have a barbell, dumbbell, or even a single dumbbell kettlebell object, we're going to go through the front squat fundamentals. So if you have a barbell, we'll be picking that bar up to the shoulders. As Katie gets her feet set underneath her shoulders in a nice squat stance width, she'll squat down into a good front squat, keeping our knees engaged outward so we can drive through the heels in with the butt. Remember, as we go through any front squat, we want to keep those elbows high and elevated to keep our spine as stacked as possible, so we're in a nice upright torso position. Okay? You can notice, as Katie gets to the dumbbells next, what you can notice, with the dumbbells, we'll go to the dumbbells. In the dumbbell position, all the same fundamentals are important. The only difference is the hands are now separated. We're going to still keep a nice upright elbow position. We're going to squat down, keeping our knees engaged, driving through the heels. There are some different ways to rack the dumbbells in the front rack position. But today we're going to want to use this preferred version. It's going to transfer ideally into additional push presses or thrusters and other workouts. Katie will allow that dumbbell to rest on the back side of her shoulder or the top of the shoulder. One of the dumbbell rack positions we want to avoid is this strange stacking it on the back or on the back of the shoulders. Because that doesn't transfer into a pressing motion nearly as much. Yeah, that's more it. So remember, we got to train our body to perform in all situations. This will be a great opportunity to keep that front rack position in place. Good. No, okay, so same thing with the kettlebell. You do have a few different front rack options. The goblet squat is traditionally what we're looking for in today's workout. One thing that varies, the elbows are going to naturally be lower positions. Going to be a little more stress and strain on the shoulder, but we still want to keep that upper back tight, those shoulders stacked high. If you have any questions on odd objects and how to rack them in the front squat, let us know. We'll guide you through it as needed. The second movement today is actually going to be a plate hop. So I know some of you have done these, some have not. This is going to be a little bit of a coordination-driven, exercise. So Katie's going to jump onto the plate and then jump off. 1, jump on, and jump off. She's not going to do it slow. She's going to do it fast. We're looking for rapid, reflex-driven exercise. Good. 7 repetitions each time. So she'll go in minute 1, 7 front squats, 7 plate hops, ideally giving her about 15 to 20 seconds of rest. Now we're on to minute 2. So we're going to bring our barbell back. Just like with the front squat, we're going to have an option for variations in the dumbbells, barbell, or goblet position, but we're going to be doing front rack reverse lunges, 5 per leg. So Katie will step back, keeping her weight distributed into her heel, dipping down, driving through the heel, back up. Taking a look from the sides would be very good. You'll notice Katie still keeping her elbows upright, her torso upright. As she steps back, we want to step far enough back that we create roughly a right angle in the back, in the front knee and the back knee. We want to limit overreaching, so going too far back or very, a lot of strain on the groin. It's also just hard to recover from, especially as we get tired. We want to make sure we don't step in a short position where we almost like knee ourselves to the back of the ankle. That can get pretty rough. Also, as we're stepping back, a lot of people they do a good time keeping that heel planted, everything like that. But as they're coming up, they try to shift their way forward and press into the front of the foot. It's very stressful on your knees. So do everything you can today to maintain a balanced foot position. Driving with the glutes, hamstrings, evenly. He's going to take you through the same exact thing with the dumbbells. Just like we did with the front squat, we want to keep those dumbbells stacked on the shoulder in a nice upright position. Excellent. One important thing to remember when we're doing any type of reverse lunge or forward lunge is don't walk a tightrope. Make sure you stagger your step just a little bit. If you step back too narrow of a line, it's very easy to teeter-totter side to side, lose your balance, struggle in general. So just watch out for making sure that you have a staggered step, evenly distributing your weight. So in minute 2, that's going to be 5 reverse lunges per leg, and then followed up by 20 double unders or 20 seconds of jump rope singles. Earlier in the week during our jump rope portion, we covered keeping our feet in a nice tall, high position. Don't let your heels hit the ground often. Today we're going to take a look at the shoulders. So with the shoulders during the double unders, we want to keep our shoulders down and back. We want to keep them pinned down. At times when people are double undering, they have a tendency to, as they're going, shrug up, till eventually their shoulders are nearly touching their ears. It's going to be one of the first things to shorten your rope, causing you to trip more. So Katie goes through just a couple 20-second single unders or double unders. Good job. So just remember to keep our feet tall and our shoulders down, and you'll have a nice time jump roping. So after we've had taken a bit of a rest from finishing that 14-minute EMOM, we're going to go into our second 14-minute EMOM of the day. Minute 1 of this EMOM is going to have 7 deadlifts, followed by 7 rollouts with a barbell, ab wheel, or other object at home. So in today's workout, the deadlift is probably going to be pretty light for most of us, if not very light, because we're in limited weight at home. So it's going to be an opportunity to practice perfect position on a lot of the fundamental pieces of the deadlift we don't always focus on as much as we should. So starting with our setup, shoelaces intersect the bar. Katie's going to bend down to her bar, getting a nice, pulling her shoulders back tight, creating tension through her hamstrings with a neutral chin. She's going to stand up, bringing the bar to the hip. So most of you all do that very well. Where things tend to go wrong is on the way down. So we're going to look out for a few things. Like, we don't want to have our shoulders round forward and then bend over and look at the ground. We don't need to come back up. We don't want to go down, that bar come away from us, as we reach down. We don't want to shift our weight into the front of our feet, causing ourselves to clip ourselves in the knee on the way down or up. Remember that our return to the bar down to the ground is going to be our setup for our next rep. So we're going to, at this point, push our hips back while maintaining that bar tight to the body. Once we've cleared the knees, we can then lower the hips all the way to the ground without having to clip ourselves in the top of the knee in any way. Coming right back up. Pushing those hips back, keeping the bar tight. Boom. She's set up for the next rep, touch and go. So in every minute, you're going to have 7 deadlifts to practice with. Second movement within the same minute is going to be 7 abdominal rollouts. So whether you have a bar or an ab wheel toy at home or some other device that we can help you substitute if needed, there's a couple key things that are going to be important. So if Katie gets on the bar, she's going to want to start in a position where her shoulders are stacked over her wrists. And then before she worries about pushing the barbell forward, we want to make sure we open our hips all the way. So if she were to start back in this position, that's fine to a degree, but the first thing she wants to do is push the hips open and then allow the bar to come out as far as possible. And that's actually quite good. So, if you're somebody who may not have really great upper body strength or just core strength in general, you may get a lot out of this with a very short range of motion, right? And that's okay. So you want to push yourself as far as you can while still maintaining control. Open the hips first, and then as you come back, we want to use the shoulders and hips together, driving that bar back into position, okay? One thing that would be not what we're looking for would be you coming out to an extended position while not opening the hips. So if you give a demo of just, oh, look at that. And some people who are very strong in the upper body but lack core strength, that's going to be easier to do. We want to use this as a powerful core builder or core stabilizer. So make sure we're opening the hips first and then widening out as much as we can control. If at times you fall on your face, it's not impossible. It does happen. Just reset yourself and continue where you're at. No big deal. All right, so that's minute 1, 7 deadlifts, 7 abdominal rollouts. Minute 2, we're going to go into another movement that is, we don't do it typically, so we want to use this as an opportunity to practice the quality of this movement. It's going to be a single arm dumbbell row. So you can use any object you have to brace against, staircase, box, a big rock, maybe even a polar post. We'll show you a couple of variations. So Katie's going to get herself hinged over, she's going to move her feet back far enough that her core is kind of active. Her core is going to have to kind of hold her up. Shoulder blade's going to start a little bit forward. And then she's going to begin the movement by retracting that shoulder first, then finishing the movement by pulling that dumbbell into her hip pocket. Boom. As she comes down, the dumbbell kind of moves in a little bit of a curve. And then back again, every time initiating. Yeah, so you can go about 2-3 reps in a row. So as she lets that dumbbell down, it's okay to let that shoulder round because we want to get as much muscle stretch and contraction as we can in the upper back here, and then pull it tight. Boom. So this movement, we're going to go 7 per side, but it's not something to rush. If you give them a demo of a rushed version, we actually want that dumbbell to move, and remember, a curved motion as it comes back. We don't want to just rapidly pump it up and down. That'd be a nice little, I guess you feel a burn in the back of your shoulder a little, you feel your biceps burn a little. We're trying to get more out of it for your upper back, okay? So remember, this is a controlled movement. As you get better at it, it'll be more fluid. You can try a version where you use a post or an object to brace against. Same thing, hips far enough back where our core is engaged. Retract the shoulder first, finish with a hand. Excellent, great. And you'd be surprised if you brace well how taxing these are going to be. So, in EMOM number 2, it's 14-minute EMOM. Minute 1, or I should say odd minutes, it's going to be 7 deadlifts, 7 rollouts. Even minutes is going to be 7 per side, 1-arm dumbbell rows. Okay guys, a little strategy, a little points of performance today. One thing we absolutely want to make sure we keep track of is making sure we have enough rest time. So 15 to 20 seconds is what we're aiming for. In early rounds, that may be very easy, and it may get significantly harder as the workout goes on. But so if you need to scale repetitions back or lighten the weight, please do so. We want to make sure we need enough time to rest or reposition ourselves into the next movement.
And you also want to think about this style of workout is more about practice makes perfect than getting through it as fast as you can, no matter what happens to your form. So every time you move in a minute, think about making that perfect rep. Every rep must be perfect. Practice that good form. Take your time.
As always, have fun. Let us know what questions you have, especially in this. You may have to use some creative substitutions. Please feel free to message us and let us know what we can do to help you get the best out of this workout. But until our next one, have fun. Good luck.